we're going to be talking about what are fractions. So a fraction is a part of a whole, like a piece of a whole pizza or a whole pie. A fraction is also a part of a set, like a dozen cupcakes. With fractions, we must have equal parts. So we cannot have, like the first one that says not equal parts, we cannot have that in a fraction because a fraction is equal parts. So when like you cut your pizza, usually you try to cut it in equal parts so everyone can have an equal piece of pizza. So fractions have to have equal parts for it to work. Just like that second one, the blue one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts, and they're all equal. So what does a fraction look like? A fraction looks like this, and with fractions we have a numerator and we have a denominator. So a numerator is on top and a denominator is on bottom. How do we read fractions? So we read it like 1/2. We don't say 1/2. We don't say 1/2. We say 1/2. Here's 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, 1/8, and 1/10. Go ahead and pause the video and put this into your notebook. So now we have parts of a set. So let's look at this example. It says we made 6 cookies, 1 peanut butter, and 5 are chocolate chip. How would you write the number of peanut butter cookies as a fraction? So we have 1 peanut butter cookie and we have 5 chocolate chip cookies. So the first thing we need to do is the bottom of our fraction, the denominator is the whole of what we made. So we made 6 cookies, so the denominator would be 6. And we're trying to figure out how many number of peanut butter cookies did we make. Well, we made 1, so that would go on top. And then the total number of cookies would be the 6. So when you're writing a fraction, the denominator is the whole amount of what you're looking at. So for this example, it's cookies. And we made 6 cookies, so the whole amount of cookies we made would go on the denominator, which would be 6. And the number of peanut butter cookies we made would just be 1. So we have 1/6 of peanut butter cookies. Let's look at more. What fraction of the triangles are red? Well, remember, the bottom, the denominator, is going to be the whole amount of triangles. So, well, we have 2 triangles, so the denominator would be 2. And if we see we only have 1 red triangle, so it would be 1 on the numerator. So we would say that we have 1/2 red triangles. What fraction of the boxes are orange? Count the total number of boxes. Pause the video and see if you can get this one on your own. Okay, so let's see if you did it. So on orange boxes, we have 1, that would be the numerator. The total number of boxes, we should have 4. So we have 1/4 orange boxes. What fraction of the stars are yellow? Pause the video and see if you can get this one on your own. All right, yellow stars, we have 4. And the total number of stars, we have 10. So we'd have 4/10 of the stars are yellow. All right, let's look at it in a word problem. So I ordered 1 whole pizza. It was cut into 8 slices. I ate 2 slices. So what fraction of the whole pizza did I eat? Okay, so let's think the whole pizza, which would be the denominator, was cut into 8 slices. So that would be our denominator, 8 slices, and I ate 2 slices. So 2 would be our numerator. The number of slices I ate would go on top, so it'd be 2. And the total number of pizza slices that we cut it into, which would be 8. So out of the whole pizza, I ate 2/8 of the pizza. So we're going to look at this. What is the fraction of the colored part of each picture below? So again, when we're looking at a picture, we need to first count up the whole pieces. So with this one, we have 1, 2, 3 pieces, so that would be our denominator, and only one of them is colored, so that would be our numerator. So out of this, we have 1/3 of our circle is shaded in. All right, let's go to the next one. So here we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 slices, just like the one before. So 8 is our whole, that would be our denominator. And only one is shaded in, so that would be our numerator. So we have 1/8 shaded in of this circle. Here we have 2 whole parts. We have one shaded and one not shaded. So we have 2 whole parts, which would be the denominator. Remember, the whole is on the denominator, and one is shaded in. So the 1 would be on our numerator. So we have 1/2 is shaded in for this circle. All right, let's count up our whole pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 whole pieces, so 6 would be our denominator, right? Because the whole goes on the denominator. And we have 1 shaded in. So we have 1/6 shaded in. All right, and let's look at our last one. Again, count up all the pieces to find your denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 pieces, so that would be our denominator. And we have 1 shaded in, so we have 1/4 shaded in. So when we look at parts of a whole, we're going to look at this one and we're going to ask ourselves, what is the fraction of the blue part of the picture below? Okay, so we have 4 whole pieces, so I'm already going to put that in our denominator. We're going to see how many are going to be shaded in. So we have all 4 are shaded in, which would be 4/4. This is also equivalent to 1. Anytime you have a number over itself, the same numerator and same denominator, it's equal to 1. So you can write it like this, or you can write it as 1. So I want you to go ahead and do this on your own in your notebook. I want you to figure out which pieces, which fraction go to the pictures here. Which fraction below goes to the pictures as in that are on the top. I hope you can get this and put this in your notebook. Try this on your own.